Hi guys, I'm Nick and today we are exploring one of the most beautiful places in Thailand, the stunning Khao Sok National Park. I've been living in this area for the past few years, so in this video I'll show you exactly how to plan your trip and answer the big question, is staying on the lake really worth it? And if so, what's the smartest way to do it without spending a fortune? And the most important, Khao Sok is so much more than just the lake. I'll take you to my favorite hidden side, filled with beautiful tree houses, some unforgettable jungle adventures, and the real Khao Sok that most travelers completely miss. Khao Sok National Park is a huge protected area in southern Thailand, famous for its dramatic limestone mountains, ancient rainforests even older than the Amazon, incredible wildlife, and of course, the beautiful lake. Now, the famous lake itself wasn't always here. Back in the 1980s, Thailand built the Ratchaprapa Dam to generate electricity, flooding the valley and creating what is now known as Cheow Lan Lake. Started as an energy project, quickly became a touristic attraction. Hundreds of limestone karsts and all mountain peaks remain above the water, creating one of the most spectacular landscapes in the world. Today, Khao Sok basically has two completely different sides. This magical lake with floating bungalows and boat tours that everyone knows about. But there is also another side that many travelers completely overlook. That's the jungle side around Khao Sok village. It's located about 1 hour from the dam, packed with some incredible activities, hidden gems, and truly unique places to stay. Now, before we start exploring, let's first see how to actually get here. Just one quick tip. Khao Sok is also very popular for local tourists, so the best chance to avoid the crowds is definitely during the weekdays. Khao Sok is surprisingly easy to reach from pretty much anywhere in southern Thailand. So if you're not driving, don't worry, just pause the video and pick the option that works best for you. The easiest way is definitely through Surat Thani Airport. It's well connected to Bangkok and Chiang Mai, and flights are usually cheaper than to Krabi or Phuket. If you're not driving, 95% of minivans will bring you to Khao Sok village first, so you'll be pretty far away from the lake. That's why many people end up doing those one-day trips from Phuket, Krabi or Khao Lak. Honestly, I wouldn't recommend it. It's usually rushed and crowded, and you'll spend half of the day just sitting in the van. Instead, spend a night or two in Khao Sok village and stay in a beautiful tree house surrounded with a jungle. This experience is a must. Then decide whether you want to sleep on the lake or just visit it on a morning tour. I'll show you both options. Okay guys, if you love tree houses and cozy wooden bungalows, this next chapter is just for you. We'll start with my favorite place, with a truly beautiful and inspiring story. More than 40 years ago, an American volunteer named Dick Sandler, and often called the grandfather of ecotourism in Thailand, arrived in Khao Sok for the first time and completely fell in love with this untouched nature. But like everywhere else in that time, timber was in a huge demand and rainforests were disappearing very quickly. Rubber trees and palm oil plantations replaced what used to be dense jungle. Back then, this place wasn't on any traveler's map. So long story short, he bought a large piece of untouched rainforest along this beautiful river, saving hundreds of ancient trees and countless wild heartbeats, and created one of Thailand's very first true eco-resorts. Inspired and with the help of Twyla Armstrong, another Peace Corps volunteer, an amazing American woman who lived alone in a bamboo tree house by the wild Sok River. That vision eventually became what we know today as Our Jungle House and Our Jungle Camp. But the story doesn't end there. When you stay here, you're not just paying for the beautiful tree house in the middle of the jungle. They created their own non-profit, which gives a free education for more than 4,000 local kids. They learn about the rainforest, wildlife conservation, sustainable living, and I'm sure they'll keep it alive for many years to come. Okay, now I'll finally show you all the details you want to see. And sorry for the long intro, but I think it's very important not only to choose beautiful and picturesque places, but also the ones who are truly making a difference for nature and for the local community. Luckily, this place has both. We'll start with our jungle house. So basically, they got really comfortable wooden bungalows and tree houses hidden beneath the dense primary rainforest. Every single one is different and unique, and the whole property is huge. Seriously, it's so big that there are even 2 jungle hiking trails right on the property. But to make it even better, just across from the forest there's a beautiful river. In the mornings, for me it felt like a natural private swimming pool. And right behind it rises a giant limestone cliff, home to monkeys, hornbills, and plenty of other wildlife. I mean, if you love nature, this place is just the best. This is our house. And I don't know, can you see, but here from another side is a huge mountain. It's a big cliff, and like monkeys playing around, and all the jungle stuff happening just right in front of you. Wow. Great job, great job. I mean, this experience is priceless. Just check this out. Pretty nice. What a place. Okay, this is the best place we ever stayed. By far. Now let me show you our jungle camp. I know it may sound a bit more basic than the previous one, but actually it's not. So from one side, they got really comfy wooden bungalows, surrounded with lush greenery, many tropical plants, bamboo trees, flowers, and all of that, sitting right next to the same river with beautiful mountain views. But then, on the other side, you've got this charming traditional Thai farm with wooden houses, organic garden, many different fruits and vegetables, free-roaming chicken, and yeah, that all explains why the food at this place is so damn good. We stayed in a bigger house called Gecko. Maybe it's not the cheapest one, but definitely worth every cent. I mean, look at these views. So if you're traveling with your family and you got kids, just trust me. Don't think too much and just book this place. You'll thank me later. They've got million activities here. I'll show you soon my favorites, like trekking, tubing, safaris, and all of that. But first, let's visit 2 more eco-resorts that are, in my opinion, the only ones that can maybe compete with this one.
Lift this up first from the floor. Gently pull it towards there.
I think it's been about 5 years since the first time came here, and for a long time, this was actually our favorite eco-resort here in Khao Sok. Back then, they only had a handful of simple wooden bungalows, sitting right beneath this massive limestone cliff, with a little river, lush greenery, and super cozy vibes. I don't think I ever felt that close to nature anywhere else. Food was also unbelievably good. Seriously, probably the best in Thailand. This is Silver Cliff Resort. But now things have changed a bit. They've built quite a few more bungalows, probably a few too many if you ask me. The scenery is still absolutely beautiful, but it doesn't have that same peaceful, wild feeling it used to have. The food is still good, but not unbelievably good as before. One thing I'm really happy to see though. This awesome little wooden gym is still here. Such a unique thing. So overall, I would say that Silver Cliff Resort is a good option, especially if our jungle camp is a bit outside your budget. I would say Silver Cliff is more suitable for young backpackers, rather than families and couples. Yes, it's definitely more basic, but you've got everything you need. A comfy bed, fan, mosquito net, and a really nice and quiet location surrounded by nature. And as a bonus, it's just a couple of minutes away from our favorite Thai cooking class. Honestly, probably the best one we've done anywhere in Thailand. But before I show you all the best activities, we have to visit one more absolutely beautiful and unique eco-resort. Alright, this place has a bunch of really cool tree houses, a few very unique looking bungalows, monkeys swinging through the trees, and that feeling that you're actually deep in the jungle. This is Khao Sok Paradise Resort. Honestly, whichever place you choose to stay here in Khao Sok, I'm pretty sure you're gonna have an unforgettable time, especially if it's your first visit and you don't really have anything to compare it with. We stayed in most of the places that we found interesting over the years. So now I'm gonna just share my opinion according to experiences we had before. I have to say that tree houses here are really cool. Maybe it's not in the lush primary rainforest or touching the mountainous previous spots, but I really have to say, they gave their best to make everything look natural and to still preserve remaining trees, so there's definitely enough greenery, and we really like it. They don't have a river where you can swim, which is in Khao Sok one of my favorite things. But they've got this swimming pool, so maybe for you and your family, that's gonna be a great touch. Also, it's very interesting to see that all the units have aircon and flat screen TVs. I mean, here in Khao Sok, that's really not necessary. No matter the season, here, fan is really more than enough. And TV, better not to mention. Maybe it's just me, but seeing those AC units hanging off all the tree houses is honestly a little bit of vibe killer. Another minus for us was the lack of privacy. Most of the tree houses are literally one next to each other. I have to say, we were staying in probably the most basic tree house number 1. They've got a few bigger houses, which are probably a bit better. The food is really good, staff is really polite, same as everywhere we stayed, so I would say this is the best alternative option to our jungle house and our jungle camp. So staying in any of these places we mentioned will definitely be a highlight of your trip. Okay, so in this... I fuck you up. We try almost all of the activities here in Khao Sok, and in this next chapter I'm gonna show you my favorite ones, so stay tuned. Khao Sok is the only place in Thailand that is really spectacular in every single season. Right now, during the rainy season, river tubing is one of the biggest attractions. Money. It's usually running all the way until December, and trust me, it's an absolute blast. It looks a bit sketchy at first, but it's actually really safe. The guides know exactly what they're doing, so pretty much anyone can try, even pets. And I know one dog who would never miss something like this. It's wild and fun activity, especially in a bigger group, and it costs only 500 Thai baht per person. It takes about an hour, and there's a good chance you'll see monkeys, snakes, or other wildlife on the way down the river.
1 monkey, 10 monkeys. Really cool.
Another thing you have to try here in Khao Sok is bamboo rafting. It's relaxing, safe and easy with beautiful views all the way, and it's usually available year-round. But if you're up for a real adventure, there's actually a tour we booked through our jungle house that combines a few awesome activities into one day, like jungle trekking, caving and bamboo rafting. Usually we like to book tours directly with tour operators to get best prices, but it turns out the resorts here are actually having a little discount. If you're really traveling on a budget, check the prices around. But normally here in Khao Sok, resorts will give you a really good deal. So anyway, this tour was really amazing. We also stopped for some bamboo cooking by the river in the middle of the jungle. And we also got these handmade bamboo cups and little teaspoons to bring home as a unique souvenir. For this tour, you'll need some reasonable fitness level and a solid balance, but it's really not too hard. If you're an outdoorsy person and love nature, this tour is a good one. If you want to explore Khao Sok National Park on your own, there's one main hiking trail that starts from the park headquarters. It follows the river and leads towards a few waterfalls, and it's a really nice walk. But if you want to go deeper into the jungle and reach some of the really exciting spots, you'll need a guide. Even to reach these waterfalls, you're gonna still need a guide. But one tip though, whether you're hiking alone or with a guide, don't just stick to the wide main trail the whole time. I see 99% of people do that. There's a small single-track jungle path that follows the river instead and goes parallel with the main road. So take any of these small little paths leading down to the river.
So when you see way like this, just go in. Careful and slowly follow the river.
You can stop for a swim, watch monkeys playing in the trees, and actually have a real jungle feel. Just watch your steps and don't touch anything. Even some bamboo trees can cause you a lot of trouble.
I touched the bamboo and there are some little thorny here.
That main dirt road is fine, but compared to this trail, it almost feels like a tourist trap, especially after you hear the stories how wild this place is. Your accommodation can help you out to book a guide, but over the years we hike with quite a few local guides, but one guy really stands out. He's probably the biggest nature lover we ever met and a total snake guy, if that's even a thing. Just check out his Instagram profile and you'll see what I mean. Anyway, just send him a DM, tell him what kind of experience you're looking for and he'll organize everything for you. If you want to spot the most interesting jungle creatures, definitely the best time for that is during the night. So the next activity you should try is night safari. And now you all know who is the best guide to take you there. Okay guys, I think we should make a little break from the jungle and show you some really cool things to do on your recovery days.
I would just stay here whole day, whole week.
And that's absolutely fine. You can just chill at your resort or check out some cool places like Cool Coffee. This is surely the best spot in Khao Sok and maybe even the only one which has really high quality coffee. It's located in the heart of Khao Sok village, right by the river and has super cozy vibes. Stuff is really amazing. So if you need to wait longer for a check-in or have some work to get done, this is the right place for you. Another thing you can do in the morning or in the late afternoon is traditional Thai cooking class. It's set on a beautiful farm surrounded by mountains, lush greenery, a little pond, traditional tools, bamboo houses, and so many picturesque corners. I know I'm repeating this all the time, but this cooking class is really unique. You'll pick fresh ingredients straight from their garden, learn how to make fresh coconut milk, cook rice inside bamboo, and prepare a whole bunch of delicious Thai dishes. We've done a few really good cooking classes back in Chiang Mai, but honestly, this one is our favorite so far. If you don't have enough time for all of this, and you're staying in our jungle camp, every day they organize farm tour for free. If it's your first time in Thailand, I highly recommend it. You'll learn a lot, and it's just a relaxing and fun way to spend an hour. Then in the evening, just before sunset, go for a yoga session followed by a sound bath. Road to there is very scenic, but if it rains, the last part can be a bit sketchy. It's on the top of a little hill, so yeah, you'll enjoy some incredible views. Before we start with the lake, just two more very important things. The first one is of course the Rafflesia, the largest flower in the world. It blooms for a very short time. It usually happens in the high season and local guides can take you on a hike to see it. And now in the end, one ultimate Khao Sok experience. Spend the night in the jungle. You'll trek the rainforest, build a shelter, sleep in the hammocks, forage some food, cook in the bamboo, and learn some really cool jungle survival skills. Back then I didn't record for YouTube, but I'll definitely try this adventure again and share to you guys everything. And now it's finally time. Let's explore the beautiful Cheow Lan Lake. Okay, let's talk about the lake. The first question is always, do I really need to visit that lake? Definitely yes, it's unbelievably beautiful. So just do it, no matter how. Okay, the next one is usually, is sleeping on the floating raft really worth it? Well, this one is not that simple, so yes and no. Cause if you're going for one of the budget options, it's gonna be really crowded and messy. Daily tour boats also stop at many of the same raft houses, so don't expect total peace and privacy. Plus, they can use your kayaks. The rafts are extremely basic. But anyway, you came here just to experience this. The biggest highlights of staying in the rafts are actually these early mornings. Misty lake, towering mountains, and sunrise safari. Also, you can kayak around without strict time limit, which feels amazing. Most of the rafts will include these activities. But that brings us to the next question. Where to stay, and is there any normal budget option? You should choose your stay somewhere tucked deeper away from the main boat routes. That almost always guarantees more peace, cause the daily tour boats never go that far. So if you're a backpacker and traveling with your pals and just want to meet other young travelers, these budget options are the best choice for you. People usually recommend Smiley Lake House as the best budget option. It's a great deal for solo travelers, but if you're traveling as a couple, you can add just a little bit more and take something like Private Raft House. It's so much better. And if you aim for some luxury, I know a couple of really good places. You'll find all of the links in the description. If you feel that this is really not for you, maybe you should consider daily boat tours. Some of them are definitely better than others. I'll tell you first how we like to do it. We stay close to the dam. There are many affordable and cozy stays just by the river with stunning mountain views. You can rent a bicycle and cycle around the dam during sunset, enjoy good food, massage, and have a good night's sleep. Then in the early morning, around 6-7, drive to the pier and take a boat tour. You'll be the only one at the lake. You can book this tour at your accommodation, online, or even right at the pier. And yeah, you know everything. There is no better time to be at the lake than early in the mornings. After scenic ride, you'll arrive at one of the rafts before any other day tour. For people who are staying there, checkout time is usually 9:30. So you'll have entire place only to yourself. But it's not all that perfect. One big minus I really have to say, there's gonna be very low chance to spot, almost no chance, like zero chance to spot wild elephants if you're doing a daily tour. Boats simply don't go that far. This is the boat tour, cheaper one, which I'm now telling you that we are taking very often. But yeah, you can pay much more and get a serious boat tour and everything. But if you're gonna pay, like $300 for the boat tour, which usually costs like a private one, which goes very deep, then better stay on somewhere in the raft. Usually with the raft included is morning safari, evening safari, high chance spotting elephants, and it's just a beautiful thing to experience. You have to experience this at least once in your lifetime. So yeah, don't hesitate. Just as I told you, choose smart, and further you go, safer you're gonna be. Otherwise, you're gonna be stuck with the millions of people who are doing the daily tour. They're gonna take your kayak. It's gonna be loud, it's gonna be messy, and you don't want that. You don't want to pay for that. Even these cheaper ones are not cheap. So yeah, don't expect any luxury. It's gonna be mostly basics. Things are worn out here. It's not perfect, but you are paying for the experience. You're paying for this beautiful place and natural scenery. You're paying for sunset and sunrises, and you have all of this with almost unlimited time. So yeah, now I need to head back because like 10 more minutes, and yeah, that's it. But people who stay on the raft, who pay to stay on the raft, they can stay longer, they can kayak, they can explore all of this in a piece. Choose wise. I'll leave you the list down below, and yeah, good luck.